Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the King of the WWE, and you're watching the King of the WWE on YouTube. So my next old topic is Conor McGregor. Now, I'm guessing a few months ago, he called out the WWE for being fake, and he wanted to beat some guys up and stuff like that. But like, um, I don't know if it's a joke or they just like planning something for WrestleMania between, I don't know, like him and someone else, or if he's gonna join the WWE. He's a good fighter. I'll give him that. But you have to understand the wrestlers in WWE they're not fake fighters. The muscle that you see is real. They have they have backgrounds that are like Wayne Barrett, for example. He was a knuckle knuckle bear fighter or whatever it is. The Undertaker is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, I believe. And Brock Lesnar again is a UFC fighter right there. So a lot of wrestlers in WWE can probably beat Conor McGregor up in real life because he even said me outside and we'll sort things out there, but I truly believe wrestlers in WWE or even in TNA, for example, would beat Conor McGregor up. I mean, he's like 5'2" or something silly like that, and well, some of the wrestlers in WWE or TNA are like bigger than him, so that I don't know, like 5'9" or something like that. If Big Show's like 7 foot, you really think Conor McGregor is gonna beat him up? I doubt it highly. Although I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But we'll never know. Um but all I know, Conor McGregor in yeah, I'll see you guys in 3, 2, 1. So basically guys, as you can see there, he um was in an interview and he said that he could beat every one of the WWE superstars, and well, they're a bunch of fakes and stuff like that. I don't honestly believe that because I believe that like there are wrestlers that have backgrounds in fighting already, so I don't understand what he's playing at. Although I do think it's just like a joke, just so he can join the WWE. But I don't like, even if he did join, I don't think people would like him. Because he's bad mouthing a company that he's most likely gonna join. So basically, like Brock Lesnar, but obviously he's smaller. And I don't think we have a weight class. I don't think WWE have a weight class for a lightweight. Although he could go into our uh, um, cruiserweight division, but then again, he could pretend. I don't know because cruiserweights are a bit heavier than lightweights. Actually, they're a lot heavier. So I don't know. Even our cruiserweight people can beat him up. I mean, look at Dolph Ziggler is not a cruiserweight, but still, Ric Flair even said Dolph Ziggler will whoop his ass. Rusev said it. Sheamus said it. Even Roman Reigns said it. And I don't like Roman Reigns, but I'm behind Roman Reigns 100% there. Brock Lesnar hasn't commented on it yet, or that I've seen, or that the King of the WWE have seen. I don't know if they have, maybe they have, and they just got someone else to talk about it, I don't know. But basically, it just seems like a storyline so Conor McGregor can join WWE. So I don't really know, but I really want to show you this picture. Now that picture that I'm showing you right now is, he looks like that guy, that British guy in, I'm not sure if it's actually British, but he looks like that British guy that is in the cruiserweight division. I don't really know what his name is, but if I remember, then I'll pop it up in 3, 2, 1. But it just made me laugh how they look so the same. I'm not sure if that's his twin, but all I'm saying, Conor McGregor doesn't look that strong. So John Cena can beat him up. John Cena, Rey Mysterio, Goldberg, yeah. Even though he's old, but I still believe Goldberg can beat him up. Brock Lesnar. Who do we have? Charlotte. Dolph Ziggler, Big Show, Mark Henry. I kind of want to see Mr. McMahon take the mic and put Ellsworth versus Conor McGregor at WrestleMania. I think that would be funny. But on a serious note, I believe Conor McGregor will have no chance in a real fight between our WWE superstars, and I just think it's just a promo so he can join WWE. Of course, I think I already mentioned this before, I'm not too sure, but what you're seeing now is a reaction of what Conor McGregor done. I don't know who made this, but it was quite funny when I saw it, so I had to save it and show it to all of you and put it into one of my videos. So I don't really know, but like, I don't really know what to say. Like, it could be fake, it could be real. He could actually be pissed. He could actually be annoyed, or he could actually be doing a promo for the WWE to promote them and stuff like that. Maybe they're paying him to do this or to get the crowd hyped up or something like that. But I don't know. I'm not sure if CM Punk and him are in the same class, but I kind of want to see that match in UFC. I mean, I do watch UFC, just last time I've seen it was either when Brock Lesnar had his last match or when CM Punk had his first match or second match or whatever. Either way, CM Punk lost. Brock Lesnar won, if I remember that. But for those of you who don't believe what I said today, here are some proofs about Conor McGregor saying what he said. But before I tell you what he said,
time is up, my time is now. Kids' Choice Awards, my slime is now. It's the big show and I'm hosting now. Kids' Choice Awards, my slime is Get ready to scream, let's go now. Seeing green, yeah, you know now. March 11th, surprise Kids' Choice show now. The big host, doing slime business, I live this. Green on everyone, I'm in this. Slime the whole place till finished. The master, give me slime and I'm cunning. You should call me surprise, cause you can't see me coming. I'm bringing the unexpected in this show you can't miss. Everyone will be saying,
oh my gosh, you see this?
Night of the Stars, and Hardy Ha-Ha's. Look at JoJo Siwa's, oh yeah, the night is all ours. Greatest show ever, it can't get better, cause this is Kids' Choice, music, movies, and more, including this sweater. KCA, you gotta be here. Surpriseiest, slimiest night of the year. Time is up, my slime is now. And guess what? First surprise is now. Did you ever think I'd slime a cow? Kids' Choice Awards, my slime is now.
WWE superstar John Cena hosts the Kids' Choice Awards, Saturday, March 11th at 8 on Nickelodeon.
My slime is now.
You guys didn't think I was gonna miss showing you guys this? I mean, it's on March 11th on Nickelodeon. It's got John Cena. What else do you want? I mean, he is like the best. So, go watch it. I certainly, when I first heard from a friend, yeah, that he was gonna be there announcing, I think, I jumped at the opportunity to look at if my friend was lying or not, and turns out he wasn't. So, and he doesn't lie anyway, so I was just like, so I was just like, alright, cool. So I went on YouTube, I asked the King of the WWE, and then they said that's true, so I was just like, alright. So I went on YouTube and was watching the advert for the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, and well, it's true. So I might watch it, I might not. It depends, because I may have to do videos, but either way, if I miss it, then I'll probably watch it online. But yeah, go watch it because it has my boy Cena in it, and well, Cena's the whole reason I'm gonna go watch it, because well, it's Cena, and well, I'm a big fan. So yeah, so go watch it, guys.
I mean, what's the main guy, John Cena? He's wanting around. He's 40. Yeah, he's 40 years of age. He's wanting around in a luminous orange T-shirt and a headband, talking about nobody can see him. We can see him right there. He's a big fat 40-year-old failed Mr. Olympian motherfucker. Do you know what I mean? That dweebs, those guys. But I don't know what to say to Ric Flair. This ain't no gimmick. This is the real shit. I've got to get in and fight a man for real, with no script, with no nothing. So he was talking about challenging, bringing some other wrestler guys over to challenge me. I was saying, come bring it then. This is the real shit over here. If you want to come over, we can fight, no problem. And then a few of them are talking about the street and all. If they want to do that, come at me and see what happens. But like I said, no disrespect to the dons of the game, the McMahons. I mean, Vinnie Mac's a fucking legend. I mean, they wrote Vinnie off a few years ago when he dropped from the billions, and then he rose back up, and now he's back in the billionaire club. And what he's been able to do with that bunch of dweebs he has over there at the moment has been phenomenal, and I respect him for that. And then of course the OGs of the game, you know, the Rock, Stone Cold, they're all cool motherfuckers, but even Ric Flair's a cool motherfucker. But like I'm saying, I'm just speaking the truth. That new age of those guys are absolute dweebs, and they just seem messed up in the head. I don't know what it is when I listen to them talk and I listen to them carry themselves. They just don't seem right in the head. So that might have been a bit ruthless of me to say, but again, it ain't trash talk, it's true talk.
As a John Cena fan, I would know if he was ever wanted to be in the Olympics, to be a failed Olympian. Now, he's done bodybuilding, but I can't you can't really you can't really classify bodybuilding as an Olympic sport, can you? But I do know Kurt Angle was an Olympian. Um, so I don't really know what you're getting at. Yes, he is 40, I believe. Um, but still, you can't. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, John Cena hasn't even hated on you, and well, you're hating on him. It doesn't like like I don't know, man. That's like I think Conor McGregor. I don't know. Um, I really don't. I really don't know what to say. Yes, John Cena's done bodybuilding, as I said before. Um, has he ever wanted to become an Olympian? I don't know. Has he ever become? Has he ever tried to become one? I don't think so. Because as I said, I'm his fan, so I should know. Um, if I'm wrong, then my bad. But I don't think he has tried, unless you classify being a bodybuilder as one. Um, Ric Flair, you say you respect The Rock, Stone Cold, and Ric Flair, but and the McMahon family, but you don't respect John Cena, he was basically in that era. So was Randy Orton and stuff like that, but what was it? Ric Flair even said try to beat Dolph Ziggler and people like that, and well, Conor McGregor, he said bring it on now. I respect that because he's holding his own. What I don't like is his underestimating WWE wrestlers from what they are on TV to how they are in real life. So I don't know, but I do have some people that wanna show their reaction, and they'll be shown in 3, 2, 1. My guy found you so funny, he fell over. Now, there are the babies are even laughing at you. So am I. But, there are a few people that can actually talk that would want to point their views out at you. And I'm going to show you that in 3, 2.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about my first ever rant. I haven't done this ever because I never really got mad to the point where I feel like I need to speak about a topic as strong as this. And it's about Conor McGregor, and you obviously know from the title, he was talking about the WWE. So let's get straight into what he said, quote unquote. For the most part, those WWE guys are p***s, to be honest. Okay, let's just take a whole generation of wrestlers. Let's just take a whole WWE corporation, not even just WWE, every single wrestler out there, and call them all p***. Okay, let's just see what else he says. They're messed up p***, if you ask me. Fair play to Brock Lesnar, he got in and fought, but at the end of the day, he was juiced up to the eyeballs. Wow, that's pretty bold, but you know what? He did juice up for that match, so I don't blame him for what he said. So how can I respect that? Same here, I don't respect that. And then, what's the other guy? The other guy hasn't fought yet, so I don't know about him yet. Basically, he's talking about CM Punk not fighting, so he's calling CM Punk a right there, saying CM Punk has been in the UFC for 2 years, but then again, a lot of people feel the same, so I'm not going to say anything about that. But back to what he said about WWE wrestlers being Okay, so the injuries that the wrestlers suffer are nothing. Seth Rollins is a for tearing his ACL. Okay, I guess. Stone Cold Steve Austin is a for breaking his neck. What about anything Mick Foley has done, whether it be taking 11 chair shots to the head or getting thrown off the cell? Is he a for that too, Conor? I do not see Conor McGregor being able to handle wrestling for 300 plus days a year while traveling around the world. These wrestlers have no break. The only break they have is if they get injured. And what kind of break is that? When you're injured, you're sidelined because of an injury. That's not a great break, is that, Conor? The amount of work these wrestlers put in just to do something they love so they can entertain millions just means nothing to Conor McGregor, does it? He thinks he can just discredit all their hard work. These wrestlers, male or female, do what it takes for our enjoyment, and all this asshole has to say is that they're You know what, Conor? The one thing you showed is that you are a disrespectful human being. The worst part about this is that you said what they are doing is stupid. You were obviously calling WWE fake, which everybody here knows, but you're being disgraceful towards their passion. You're making fun of the thing that they love, as well as basically giving us fans a slap to the face saying, why are you watching this crappy product that's fake? All I have to say is, I lost all my respect for you, so this was pretty pointless, and we did see the true colors, and thank God he said this, because honestly, I was a fan of Conor until I heard this. I lost everything for him, I don't care anymore. I hope Nate kicks your ass again. By the way, take care and spike your hair.
Now, I'm actually watching them and that with right now. I haven't seen him for a long time, and now there's news that he got arrested, and I'm watching his newest vlog called They Arrested Me. So I'm like 6 minutes in, but I have to do this, so I'll watch that later. Anyway, I know I have been hating on Conor McGregor, and you know how these videos are gonna be. I'm gonna be hating, and then I'll do good stuff to put them in a good light and respect them and all of that. So it's 50-50 every time you come to our channel. We play fair. So everything we say here is the truth, which is why we bring in everyone's views and then add them to our videos. So you can't call us liars because we made stuff up or something like that. So it's just proof. So basically, guys, I'm gonna show you how Conor McGregor and some of the UFC fighters train and stuff like that. It's kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is kind of hard, but yeah, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because that kind of doesn't really help Conor McGregor. So I'll probably say that later. I'm gonna show you how he trains for his UFC fighting. Or I think it's just training, I'm not really sure, but here we go, guys. 3, 2,
Guys, Jake here from Team Epiphany, and we are at the UFC training headquarters.
Yeah, motherfucker, you should take a photo. Oh no, I'm about to go.
I'm gonna practice my UFC skills. I'm gonna hit this back with my hand. I don't think that's how you fight, man. It's called the Yeezy kick. You use your Yeezys.
Bro, just watch me. I'm not helping you.
know this part is gonna have nothing like linked to what I'm talking about, but it just baffled me how they have it just like there. That'll be shown in 3, 2, 1. Basically, they just have PewDiePie's background and where he sits, like just there. It's just quiet. Why? That's not necessary, and it doesn't make sense. How can you go from UFC stuff to YouTuber PewDiePie setup? Doesn't make sense, and it's kind of creepy. It is kind of creepy. It is very creepy. Very, very creepy. I'm waiting. Hey guys, it's been a while since you saw me. I had to take a little break there. Nothing's changed apart from the time. And I'll just check it for you right now. 23:08 in the afternoon. Well, at night time. I have some other people that wanna put their information into our video, so in 3, 2, 1.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And by now, most of you guys know what Conor McGregor said about the WWE wrestlers being a bunch of pussies, going out and saying that. Well, he did go on Twitter and he tried clearing it up, but he didn't do a great job at it. Let's just read what he said. He said, "I didn't mean no disrespect to @WWE fans. What I meant to say was that I'd slap the head off your entire roster and twice on Sundays, and wrestlers really didn't like the sound of this, so let's just listen to the reactions of many wrestlers." Starting off with the first guy is the guy, Roman Reigns. For once, I actually like what he did. I respect what he did. Thank you, Roman Reigns. He started this trend of let's roast Conor McGregor on Twitter, and he said, "You're the size of my leg, shut up."
Lol, that might actually be true.
But there's one problem with this tweet. He meant the wrong "your." He meant to say "your" with the R-E, and then
God damn it, Roman Reigns, you had it. Still won. Can still beat him up, but that grammar.
And then he said the proper "your" and said, "Sorry, grammar geeks," shaking my head. I actually respect you. You took my respect right now. Thank you for doing that. Let's move on to Ric Flair, and he had 3 tweets in a row. He said, "Coming from a guy who built a career copying my persona, I expected the type of class we get from Ronda or Anderson."
If you ask me, that sounds like shots have been fired. Pow, pow, pow.
Wow, he didn't stop there. He said, "After Diaz finishes you again, I dare you to try guys like Dolph, Brock, or Fit." Oh, you're welcome for your gimmick. He doesn't stop with the gimmick, guys. And then he says one more thing. "If anyone doubts whether or not Dolph could tie Conor in a knot, do yourself a favor and Google his accomplishments." Holy shit, Dolph just got praised through the roofs from Ric Flair right now. After that, Sasha Banks said, "Bring it." You know what? The new women's champion speaking for the women's division. That's what I like. Screw you, Conor. Sasha Banks just roasted your dumb ass. Alright, and then some random fan left a pretty funny picture. He said, "I'll just leave this here." And it's a picture of Brock Lesnar. Look at it. Brock Lesnar and Conor McGregor next to each other. If you really think Conor McGregor can kick Brock Lesnar's ass, okay, let's bet $1 million on it. I'll be a fucking millionaire after that bet. Biggie said, "Would you prefer to find us individually or have us all line up at once? I know your time is valuable, sir." Using sarcasm to the finest. I love it, Biggie. Biggie's a goofball, and he shows it here. But not as much as his partner, Kofi Kingston, who said, "Yikes, looks like Conor McGregor could really use a bowl of bootios right about now. Someone hook him up." And he even put the link. Let's just hope Conor bought those bootios because he really needs them, because they make sure you ain't booty. Next up, we have Ty Dillinger from NXT, and he said, "Easy, Greggy. There's a guy you may not be aware of just yet, but if you'd like to speed up the process, ... Oh my god, Ty Dillinger, the perfect 10 right now. He's calling out Conor McGregor. Screw you, Conor. Ty's better than your dumbass. Kurt Angle had a few words as well, and he said, "Very funny, little guy. Why don't you get your head out of Dana White's ass? Damn, that's something that like John Cena would say to The Rock during the promo for WrestleMania 28. He's just flaming him. He doesn't care. After that, we have Curtis Axel, and he said, "Hey, Conor McGregor, cool name by the way. You think you could slap my head off? Come try me, I'd mop your sorry ass." Holy shit, coming out of Curtis Axel. I don't think anyone here expected that, but you know what? I'll take it. I'm happy for it. Let everyone keep retweeting these. Everyone, let's just roast Conor. Alright, now AJ Styles says, "I think McGregor could do well in the featherweight division if the WWE had one." He's basically saying that he's the tiniest guy out there. You know what, AJ Styles? Good shit. Good. High five right there. Moving on, we got Chris Jericho, and he said, "Sorry, pal, no disrespect to you, but my fights are legit, unlike the fixed fights you have in the UFC. I'll embarrass you." Holy shit, Chris Jericho did not care at that point. I don't know how any of these wrestlers don't get in trouble for this, but you know what? Vince is probably like, they're defending me, let him rock. The second to last, we have MVP, which makes me think he might make his return soon. He said, "The way Nate Diaz Stockton slapped you or not." And finally, we're going to end it off with one of my favorite guys on Twitter, and that's Rusev. And he says, "So much talk for a guy who fights 15-minute matches twice a year. Good for you, Conor McGregor." I'm done. Rusev has no chill. Rusev is the best on Twitter. Go Rusev. That's why I love him as the US champion. That's why I can't wait till he becomes a WWE champion, because he's a beast. And I just love his Twitter. Anyways, that's all the reactions, and some people are saying, "Why are WWE fans getting so butthurt?" You know what? Because we're defending our product. Suck my ass. I don't give a fuck what you guys say. Who's defending Conor?
So basically, guys, he was quite passionate on his support in WWE. You heard him. It wasn't my... I go 50-50, so I can't really hate on someone to try and back up Conor McGregor, but I don't agree with what Conor McGregor said. So I'm gonna have to go 50-50 and all of that. So it's kind of a tricky situation. So I'm just gonna leave you with this. Peace out, y'all. I'm gonna leave you with this because I respect Conor McGregor, but I don't like his wording of choice to the WWE. Obviously, as a WWE fan, I have to go on the WWE side on this. But I don't wish to disrespect Conor McGregor because, I'm not saying he's right, I'm just saying that he could have went at it in a different angle, because the way he did it made him look like a douche. But I don't know if he meant it in that way or not, but I don't really know. Let's just say that interview about John Cena, that really caught my eye very quickly. That's why I added it. And I am his fan, so you have to stay true to who you support. What was it? What else? Those comments from the WWE wrestlers towards Conor McGregor was quite funny. I liked Roman's one. I liked all of them, actually. They were really funny. Even though I didn't see some of them on Twitter. They were funny when I got the chance to find them and see them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's been a long one. It'll probably take me a while to upload this onto YouTube. My shorter videos are quicker to upload onto YouTube because then I can just I still have to give it to the king of the WWE so they can upload it, because, well, yeah, I guess it's quicker for them to upload 15 minutes or under 15-minute videos, Because based on what I saw, if I give them long videos, then it tends to get them to do it. It tends to give them a long time, but if I give them like, so basically, guys, if I give them short videos, they do it quicker. If I give them long videos, it takes them longer. But it seems to me you guys really like my long videos, so I don't really know what to do here. Although I'm quite happy to do long videos, but I don't really know. Plus, I don't really have the thing. Wow. The thing is, I just ate a Subway. And a chocolate chip cookie from Subway, which was delicious, by the way. What was in my sandwich was tuna, cheese, and barbecue. My regular in Subway. And chocolate chip cookie was provided by my brother. What he offered to buy me Subway. I was just like, I didn't want to accept, but like, I was just like, alright, cool, I don't mind. So, plus it was raining, so he was basically willing to walk me, or me and him to walk together in the rain, just so I can eat. Which was quite sweet to me. So I like my brother. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Anyway, I'm rambling on. So I'm just gonna leave you guys with this, man. To all of you at home, I hope you have a good night, because it is night time here. I hope you guys have a good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good whatever city or state you're in, or country. I hope you have a good whatever it is you're having. A wedding, honeymoon, holiday. Just be safe, guys. And I'm gonna leave you with this, and I hope it makes you laugh as much as it made me laugh. And it's kind of directed to Conor McGregor, so I hope it makes you laugh.
Dum